Welcome to the Resistance, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a look at a handful of stocks today on the ASX that were trading quite well and were of interest. OCL was the only one we didn't take, but I still want to go through it real briefly. Defense contract cancellation of some sort. Look, I didn't really look at it beyond the headline because I caught it really late anyway. This was not shortable for a lot of people, depending on who the prime broker is. You know, if you had Barron Joey, it was shortable. If you had Macquarie, it wasn't. At least I believe that was the case. And yeah, I caught it late. As it was already down here in the $5.30s. And my call was that $5 should be a nice bounce target at below $5. You should wick down and come back up. But I just, the order book was so tragic. It was so thin. We're talking about like 100 shares here or there. I think once it wicked down to like $4.80, there was maybe 100 shares on the bid every couple of lines. And it was just terrible. What are you going to do with 100 shares on this? You're buying less than $500. It was hard to get in and especially hard to get out, I would suspect, you know, if it kept selling down. You never know if it just pukes. So the fact that there was no protection in the book led me to avoid it. It is what it is. It ended up bouncing nicely and then just mooning at the end of the day. It's like real good potential there, but it is what it is. You know, as nice as this chart setup looks, as nice as that round number holding looks, sometimes things don't line up and the order book just wasn't there. Like, it's all good in hindsight to say, I could have got $5, but look at how thin this was trading as it was puking as well. You can just tell by the shares traded. I mean, 3,000 shares traded here, and it just pukes over 5%, which is, you know, it's terrible. Like, very gappy, low liquidity, and you know, volatility without liquidity is shocking, mind you. So I try and avoid that where I can. S32 was really good. This was just a match off the bat on the good news that they had. We'll open up the daily real quick, just have a look at where it's bouncing. So it's coming off lows. It's kind of in this support area. You know, again, not a big fan of trend lines, but there it is. Anyway, more of a buy zone around here and the lows there. So, you know, it's approaching the lows. It's on a trend line. It bounces really hard. It's a clear match. The match was a bit funny. It was opening about 425, and in the final couple of seconds, it drops all the way down to 412, 414. It was still a match long. There was a couple of ticks gap, unfortunately. You know, there's no way to really get that because of the way the order book works in the morning. You can't queue up. You know, once match is locked, you can't queue up, and it just terminates your order and stuff. So it's kind of shitty like that. But it ended up just trading nicely. I held it for a couple of minutes. I wasn't expecting anything too big. I mean, we're looking at a couple of percent at most. And it just ended up doing fuck all for the rest of the day. I mean, if you want to sit around and wait for another couple of percent. It was very choppy, very hard to trade this kind of stuff. Opening drive, and that's it. S32 is one of those stocks I don't like. I've been involved in S32 since the very day it listed, and it just trades like shit. So yeah, it's not a particularly great stock to trade, but you know, the opening drive was there, and that's all she wrote, really. What else did we get? We got Vulcan. Again, this is going to be reminiscent of yesterday's video. What happened? We dipped down. The market opens at, I think it was 11 o'clock, and we got it basically before it popped. We bought it, rallied. I was kind of annoyed at myself a little bit for not just selling out for a few ticks and then rebuying, but I don't know if it's really worth it, because we opened up plus 4.5, I think is where it opened up today. And we bring up the 5-minute chart, and I really got to learn how this works, because if you look at the price from yesterday, it doesn't look like it's up 4.5%. So this is where it opens here, and it doesn't look like it's up. It looks like it opened flat. So I'm not quite sure how this works exactly, but I did look at Trading Economics and another website, and they all confirmed that it's opening or was up 3.5 to 4% today. So even though it looks flat on the Chinese website here, the Sina website, I trust that the data is correct. That in fact, whatever happened overnight, that there was a 3.5-4% gap up. So look, I trust it. Also, we have I probably should look into that more, but we have a nice little bounce coming. We had it the other week, earlier this month, I should say. So again, it's looking all right. It might be a swing down again. We don't know. We've got to like let this play out. Sort of broke through resistance a little bit. We tried it a little earlier, came off, and now it's trying another crack. And we're cracking into higher highs, but only just. And this is a very, very, very tight trade. If this starts rolling over tomorrow, the lithium ETF or the lithium spot price, then Vulcan's just going to be a cut. But yeah, it was quite surprising how delayed this reaction was. There is some inefficiencies there in the market, I guess, to take advantage of. So ended up with a long at 303, 304. Bought a little bit beforehand as well because I did see this sell-off and I thought that was a bit unjustified. So added onto the position, onto the swing, and pretty much left it alone. That was it. I just went, no, I've got COVID. I feel like shit. So I'm going to just go to bed. And then when I woke up, it was still somewhere around this 304, 305 level. So I just went to the shops, do some groceries. And I just set a stop loss below $3 and just walked away. There was just effectively no chance it gets below 3 or 298, 299 or anything like that, at least in my mind. So I was very, very comfortable with just walking away and letting it do its thing by the afternoon. Assuming the price of lithium didn't just magically start collapsing or anything like that, but it was quite healthy. Even into the lunch break, it started rallying. So there's a 90-minute break there. Opens back up at 3:30 Australian time. So and not much actually happened from 3:30. It kind of just went flat. But yeah, really happy with Vulcan at the moment. It could trade a little bit better. We got PLS that probably traded better intraday, had more ticks, more chances of making better profit if one was looking at it intraday. We'll bring up the 15-minute chart and just bring up a little bit of a comparison, a bit of a refresher for anyone that hasn't watched. So it's in a week up channel. Vulcan, kind of much the same. I was expecting a little bit more strength today, probably closer towards 315 to 320 today, but it's chugging along, and tomorrow really something has to happen tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. If it doesn't try and crack this 313 or maybe even crack through to 315, I probably will start cutting it, maybe take half the position off and just move on to something else. But it's a slow start. I'll just put it that way. It's not as significant, not as strong. You can see how it's reacted in the past. Every time it's kind of hit support, it's quite strong. It reacts, yeah, quite strong. There's no other way to put it. And we're seeing a very lackluster move to the upside. I'm a little bit concerned about that. I think the market's a little bit hesitant, and that's for everything. We have LIT, the ETF, is actually performing what I would expect other ASX stocks to look like. Just gap and rally, gap and sideways, doesn't matter, but a bit more strength to it. We got something like, let's just have a look at LTR for comparison. Same sort of thing. It looks just anemic, basically. Just struggling to get up there. Anyway, that's pretty much it for today, and hopefully we'll have some new swing opportunities that I'm going to open tomorrow that I'm eyeing off. I won't tell you what they are at the moment because I'm not quite sure until tomorrow, maybe the day after, see if they set up. Otherwise, guys, I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.